We start at 4 o'clock with another traffic alert, another one on I-70. This time it's eastbound I-70 near the Lookout Mountain exit shut down because of that, a dump truck that rolled over. Taking a live look at the CDOT cameras along that stretch of road, there you see the truck still in the road. The problem is, there you see all the backups, people having to get off the highway trying to get eastbound. Jeffco Sheriff's Office says the truck crashed, spilling asphalt onto the ground. This is about 2 hours ago, and actually the tow truck driver did get hurt. Now they're expected to be okay. No one else was injured. The Jeffco Sheriff's Office also sharing these pictures from the scene, and all they had to tow 5 cars. It's unclear how those cars may have been involved in the crash. At this point, CDOT is not even estimating when those eastbound lanes might be reopening. We'll keep an eye on that for you.
Well, let's take a live look outside. It's been a cloudy, much cooler day. In Denver, we've seen some quick-moving rainstorms here and there. To the west in the high country, actually snow flurries. Looks like they've gotten a little snow.
Yeah, yesterday got everyone's attention, though, especially north and east. Our team continues to track another round of evening storms. That's the radar right now. We're not expecting the storms to be as severe as the ones we did see yesterday. We're going to get to Kathy's forecast coming up in just a minute.
First, though, many people spent the day cleaning up in Yuma after severe storms rolled into the early morning hours. Depending on where you live, you may have seen or heard hail as storms moved through the state last night. Here's some video of hail falling near Adams and 16th in Denver, south of City Park. That's just the small stuff. The big stuff, the large stuff, the baseball size, that went to the Eastern Plains.
Yeah, especially in Yuma County. Today, many people spent their day cleaning up. And 9 News reporter Jaleesa Rosari has a look at some of the damage she found there.
We have spent the day in Yuma, a small community in eastern Colorado that had a pretty scary night. Between 9 and 10 o'clock last night, a massive storm rolled through that brought what people described as baseball-sized hail. Now check out this siding behind me, completely shredded from the intensity of the storm. And this isn't the only building like this. There are multiple buildings throughout town that look just like this, and piles of debris just like this one still filled with hail. Now the Yuma County Emergency Management says last night's storm did more widespread damage than the tornado Yuma saw last year. County officials are out and about today assessing the damage done. They say the National Weather Service will also be out here surveying the damage. One of those places hit hard is the Harvest Motel. The owners say they had 16 windows blown out by the storm last night, which in turn caused some minor flooding throughout the motel. The family that owns the place say they have never seen something like this before.
And when it finally hit is when we didn't expect it. It started breaking windows instantly when the hail hit. So everybody was backed away the windows. We didn't expect it to hit this hard.
Yuma County Emergency Management officials say no major injuries were reported after the storm. They did say someone crashed into a cow during the storm, but they say that person is okay. As for cleanup, Yuma County officials say keep an eye on their social media pages. They will share a tree debris drop-off site at some point today. Reporting in Yuma, Jaleesa Rosari, 9 News.
Well, that was something last night, Kathy, and we were just talking about it while Jaleesa was telling us about what happened in Yuma. There are scary parts of weather, but hail's one of them that gets your attention. That's an intimidating sound.
Well, and late at night, when you maybe can't see the storm coming, you can hear things, but then to have the sound of baseballs and golf balls and tennis balls hitting your house, hitting your windows, I mean, you're fearful for yourself, your family, and of course your animals and your property. Thankfully, today, nothing severe, just some scattered showers, some of them actually a bit heavy. It will be cool tonight. We have warmer weather tomorrow and sunshine for your Wednesday and for your Thursday. Look at these showers as they're tracking out onto the eastern plain. Some small hail possible, nothing severe. And you all mentioned a little bit of snow way up high. It is the end of May and we have snow in the mountains today. Scattered showers, thunder and lightning tracking east away from Byers, Fort Morgan down to Lyman and Calhoun. We've had some decent rain coming out of these storms as they move quickly east. An inch and a half, anywhere from a half an inch near Carville to Agate, Lyman, Byers, and about 2/10 of an inch here in Denver. Additional showers are expected here in the city, even though we're getting a little lull in the action right now. Don't be fooled. Not entirely calm and quiet just yet. Even with that severe weather threat off to the east of us, we'll continue to track the threat for more rain and thunder and lightning. Thankfully, the tornado, wind and flooding potential is low tonight. And so scattered showers will move out, returning just a little bit over the evening drive time period and then clearing out. We have a beautiful day coming up for you tomorrow, and temperatures this evening will continue in in the 50s. But keep an eye on the sky, keep the umbrella handy. Coming up in Maine weather, we'll check the radar again, and then we'll have more details on the Yuma hail event that occurred last night. We'll have that just ahead.
A drowning today in northern Colorado. A missing person report led rescue crews to a retention pond in Ehrlich Park. That's in the town of Milliken. Front Range Fire Rescue shared the news late this afternoon. They recovered a body. We don't have any other information about the victim. Deputies in Arapahoe County are searching for a man wanted in connection to a bizarre crime spree.
Yeah, it happened yesterday. This happened after the sheriff's office says a man stole a marked county maintenance truck, but then committed multiple crimes with it. 9 News reporter Evan Krugel talked with someone who says he was a victim in all of this. Evan's live in Denver.
Tom, investigators believe that man drove through multiple cities and counties after stealing that truck, including right here through downtown Denver, where cameras appear to capture him grinding into the side of another car. Take a listen. Now you can see that white marked Arapahoe County truck driving right down Blake Street here in downtown Denver before scraping the side of that dark SUV. The man who owns that SUV tells me he initially thought it was a county worker and later found out that the truck had actually been stolen. The Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office believes that suspect grabbed the truck while a maintenance worker was doing some work at the Cheyenne-Arapahoe Park. That's near Florida and Parker. It's unclear if that truck was just running or if the keys were left inside. They say he then committed crimes in the Broomfield area and again here in Denver before the truck was found last night in the area where it was stolen from in Arapahoe County. Now, Broomfield police believe the suspect is this man, 35-year-old Paris Shannon. They say he's wanted for burglary, motor vehicle theft, stalking, domestic violence, and harassment. Investigators say despite using drones and SWAT teams, Shannon has been able to slip out of their grasp multiple times, both yesterday and today. Investigators are asking anyone who might know where he is to not approach him and instead call 911. We're live in downtown Denver. Evan Krugel, 9 News.
Obviously, there's a lot we need to find out about why this all happened, like why this all happened. I mean, any idea of any motive or anything? We'd have to wait to find Paris, I guess.
No answers on that at this point, and of course, lots of questions regarding how he was able to get that vehicle so easily before heading on this multi-county crime spree.
All right, Evan, thanks. Today, the prosecution and defense both rested in the Donald Trump criminal hush money trial in New York City.
The judge instructed the jury to return next Tuesday since there wouldn't be enough time this week with scheduling conflicts and, of course, the holiday to hear closing arguments. NBC's Vaughn Hillard has more.
The big question was whether Donald Trump would ultimately take the stand in his own defense. Early on in this trial, he repeatedly said that he would do just that. But in the last several days, he began hedging a little bit more. And upon entering the courtroom this morning, he made it clear that the defense would rest its case sooner rather than later. And that's exactly what they did. After Robert Costello left the stand here this morning, Donald Trump and his team left after resting their case. They will return this afternoon because this is where the charging conference begins, where they begin to determine, while working with the judge on the exact wording of what will be presented in jury instructions for the jurors to deliberate on whether Donald Trump is guilty or not. The jurors, meanwhile, have been told that they do not need to return back to this lower Manhattan courthouse until this next Tuesday. That is when summations or the closing arguments will begin. And at that point, they will be asked to go and begin the deliberation process to find whether Donald Trump was guilty of the 34 felony counts that he faces.